This is a story about how I almost lost my eye. I remember when I was younger, as a kid, I played with a lot of Nerf guns. I played with a lot of like fake guns that like made the noises and stuff like that. There's this one time my brother and his friends, group of friends, wanted to play an airsoft game. And this was back in Yulee, Florida, where I used to live. And we had this giant 2-story house. And we had this giant backyard. I used to fish back there with my brother, my dad, and the dog all the time. At one certain point, my brother said, "Hey, stay inside, blah blah blah." And I was just a kid. I was dumb. I was like this, like really small. And I was like, I went to his room, and it was complete darkness, and he had like a rifle or something. I don't remember if it was an AR. It was an airsoft gun, right? There's no dark window, and my brother was trying to get me involved too. I brought my Nerf gun. I was like, "Hey, can I play?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, buddy. You could like put your Nerf gun up there." And I was like, "Yay!" And I was in his room, right? And I was like, it felt like so tactical because during the time I used to play Call of Duty and all that stuff. And at a certain point, I left the room, and I think I went outside. And I remember at one point I get shot like right here, right exactly here, and it was really close to my eye. It was insanely close to the eye. It was a BB like right here. I thought I lost my eye, and I remember covering my eye and just like screaming, like not screaming, but like crying. And my face is red now. I remember just crying, and my brother comes out there and starts fucking yelling at everyone. He was livid. He's like, who shot him? Who shot him? And I guess the guy that he said he like fucking went crazy on him or something like that. But no, that was just the time I almost lost my eye, and it was pretty scary, I guess. I don't know. I just remember I wanted to be involved in airsoft stuff, and I still want to be involved in like airsoft stuff, but it's just such an expensive hobby. I have a gun, airsoft gun to use, but it's just an expensive hobby. I didn't realize how expensive it was until I got into it later on. But I mean, I would love to do a milsim someday. Milsim would be such a fun experience to do with people, but just the gear and stuff, it gets pricey after a while, especially with like how prices are right now with everything, food, just everything, eggs. Just wish I could get into the hobby with how expensive it is right now. But no, that's just all I want to say today. Thanks.